When were you diagnosed with Alzheimer's?
When was I diagnosed with Alzheimer's? I was diagnosed with early stage or younger onset Alzheimer's, basically officially in March of 2016. Sometimes I have to try to remember that. It seems so long ago now, but it's 2 years. It's actually been 2 years since my official diagnosis. Was I still working when I was diagnosed? I believe I was officially not working when I was diagnosed. However, a year and a half before my official diagnosis, I was still working on and off, but I was in and out of the hospital several times. That really basically made it so I missed a lot of work. However, I did use up the time that I used up, I believe, was vacation and sick time that I actually used for that time off. Was I forced to retire, or were there options? Well, it's a complicated question, or actually it's a complicated answer, because basically what happened was I had gotten to the point where I was no longer able to do the tasks that I was formerly able to do, the very high-skilled tasks, the very important tasks like programming and sitting with clients, taking notes, remembering, items and decision making and so on and so forth. So basically, my cognitive, my multitasking, my decision making skills were really beginning to suffer. It really got to the point where I would either have to take a lower paying position in the company and really take a significant pay loss, or retire. And working with my physician and my wife, caregiver, we decided that I would retire at that point due to my health concerns. And I think it was the right decision to make. It's really tough to retire at that age. And again, that was 51, I believe. It's really tough to retire at that age, given the fact that I was the primary breadwinner in the family. It's just, it really does, it's quite a dramatic change. Retiring is difficult. Given the fact that I really, if I hadn't been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I probably would be putting in another 20 years of work, and now collecting Social Security disability income, which is about 15% of my salary at the time. It was it's a really hard financial hit to the family. My wife has a very good job with the state of New Jersey, and she actually has taken on a role of a real estate agent now. And she's selling homes as a second job to help supplement our income, because we have 3 kids, or 3 young adults in college. So it's really difficult to know that, I went from, the primary breadwinner in the family to, really the only thing that I'm really contributing to the family right now is my Social Security disability income. However, I'm very grateful that my wife has such a well-paying job and a good career, and she's a real go-getter with her second job. It's the old adage, it could always be worse. So we count our blessings, and we just do what we can to get by.
Was it a difficult transition from your work life and career?
Yes, it was difficult. You know, when you go from a go, 10 to 12 hours a day to really basically looking for things to do. It can be very difficult. Luckily, I had the Alzheimer's Association that has become a huge part of my life. I have been very active in the Alzheimer's Association national chapter, as well as my local Delaware Valley and New Jersey chapters. And I do lots of public speaking and awareness and advocacy work. So I'm kept quite busy with all of that. When I knew that I was going to be home full time, I decided to start thinking about things that I could do for hobbies and so on and so forth. So I certainly do spend time doing social media work for advocacy work for the Alzheimer's Association and for Alzheimer's awareness. But I do many other things too. I do a lot of gardening. There's just so many things that you can do, that you can pick up to really keep yourself busy, keep yourself active. Exercise, walking, volunteer work at your in your community or in your church. There really is no lack of things to do to keep yourself busy. I truly think, if you really set your mind to it, you can find plenty of things to do to keep yourself active and keep yourself engaged, and to continue to lead an active and meaningful life, even though you've been diagnosed with the disease.
For more information, go to the Alzheimer's Association website at alz.org or call their 24/7 helpline at 800-272-3900.